What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Nvidia Corporation with the ticker symbol NVDA. I will first be going over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So on this channel, I only look at the charts because the charts are my reality. So let's take a look at what the chart is telling me. So I looked at Nvidia last week Monday, and you guys gave the video 88 likes, so that tells me you guys want to see more Nvidia. So let's take a look at what happened since Monday. Basically, not much. It just continued trading sideways. We were closed just slightly up on the week. So if you look at the weekly chart, you'll see it's slightly green. It's not a red candle. It's basically like a doji, but it finished green, so it closed up for the week where it started from. And we're still within this slim orange channel, which shows that the momentum is still strong towards the upside. We still have the EMA pointing up, which is a good sign. We're a little overextended, so we could probably pull back to that. Maybe we usually, when the price is overextended from the EMA for an extended duration like we are seeing right now, it doesn't have to pull back right away. So again, overall, it's really hard to say if this is the top or not. It's a very low probability. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people saying the top is here, the top is here, the top is now. I mean, it's just a very low probability. It's always better to be on the side of where the money is flowing in, right? Where the big money is flowing in, you want to be on their side. And right now, the big money is still flowing in, and it doesn't look like it's it looks like it's short-term stalling out. But again, the trend can still resume. So where is the target that I'm expecting Nvidia to reach? I'm expecting Nvidia to reach the 786. Why am I expecting that level? Because there was a similar size leg up in the past, about this size, and the expectation is the volatility and the momentum can be similar in the future. So that would be targeting the 786. So still a little bit more upside left for Nvidia, potentially. Targets aren't always reached. Again, this is just a target. But again, there is still a upward target for Nvidia to reach. And also, it coincides with this channel that I drew off the swing lows. So this yellow channel, you see that I drew it off the swing lows. If I drag it up and I use the swing highs right over here as the midline, it tells me that Nvidia can reach the top of this yellow channel, which is also where the measurement target is. So again, there's two targets at the 786 that makes it a strong level. I don't have anything to use on the left side of the chart because these are historical highs, but these two are very good targets to use together. The 786 is what it's telling me. So again, a little bit more potential upside for Nvidia. We do have that earnings report coming out, looks like this week after market close on Wednesday. So we'll see what happens from there. In the past earnings report, even if they came out good, you can see that price did drop lower. So this was the earnings report right about here. I'll mark it with a vertical line. So this was the earnings report right about here. And you can see that price moved down lower. So let's go and make it black. So that was the earnings report right there. Let's take a look at this one right over here. So that was the previous earnings report also. And we did see another move up higher right here. So in the first earnings report, just dating back to right here, you see that price did gap up higher and moved up. And then when price was really high, you can see that price moved down after that earnings report because price was already high. Same thing right here. Price was already high. Price moved down on the earnings report first, and then it continued higher, even though they beat earnings and revenue. So you see that they're beating earnings and revenue, but the last two earnings report, it still went down because price was really high. So price is still really high, so don't be shocked to see the earnings report dump down that price and then continue higher. So again, this is just a prediction. It could, pull back lower, maybe to the low 600s and then move up higher towards that measure target. Or the earnings report could push up the price one more time to be really vertical, the price chart, and really overextend it and then continue pulling back lower, or crashing lower. So again, it's really hard to say from where we are right now. But overall, this is still a bullish looking chart. So that's all I have for Nvidia on the daily chart. Let's take a look at the weekly. Let me go and clear up some of the drawings. So again, historically, we're very far away from this weekly EMA. You can see that if I use an arrow. So this is where the EMA is currently, and this is where the price is. You can see how far we are away from the EMA, further than probably the past. You can see that when price was overextended in the history in 2021, this top, it was overextended, but we're even overextended even more now. So again, very large difference there. So again, this is looking like a bubble. Obviously, anyone who says isn't, go ahead. You can be stuck with this forever. I mean, I don't really care, right? It's your money at the end of the day. But again, this is definitely a bubble. It'll pop eventually, but again, the keyword is eventually. No one knows for sure exactly when, but the risk is very high around these price levels. So I'm expecting a little bit more upside, but again, eventually it's going to probably see a vicious pullback. It has in the past, and I don't expect anything to change in the future for that. Let's just take a log chart look at this so we can see the percentage gains. But you can still see that Nvidia, we do see these large drops. So this top right here in 2018, it dumped the price 55%. Let's take a look at this top in 2011, 70%. Now, again, this is looking like a top two, and I'm expecting price to have a decent size move down. Let me see if I could draw a channel off this swing lows, drag it up to the highs. So we're already kind of exceeding these highs as of right now, drawing it off the lows. But either way, I'm expecting, I'm saying we can continue a little bit higher, but again, I would just watch out because this is getting really high up and it could start pulling back or crashing very soon. So that's all I have for Nvidia on the daily, weekly charts. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.